Thing that is not being talked about often enough in regards to data centers is not just their energy usage, but the requirement of clean filtered running water. And I just don't know how they are planning to make the logistics of this work because, especially when they're putting them in places like Utah, which is a desert, they siphon so much water just to keep them cool because they basically overheat unless they have clean water that will not degrade the materials running over them because they're basically computers that can never be turned off to supply global surveillance infrastructure. And it's just not sustainable because at the point at which we're already depleting way more water than we need for things like stupid, like golf courses and lawn culture and all this stuff. And then we're getting hotter, drier summers because of climate change. And at the point at which more climate disaster happens, and one of the first basic needs that people often run into and issues with is having access to clean water, and you need reservoirs, you need backups, and if that's all going to data centers, I just don't know what world they think would exist where people wouldn't actively revolt and destroy these data centers and trying to get that water for themselves because it's just going to, like, there's no plans to replace the water they take out and clean it again. Like, they don't plan for that. So it's just incredible that these billionaires just think they can keep accelerating the amount that they need to consume and just assume it's never going to run out and it's never going to have devastating consequences, that their wealth is going to insulate them. There are real world physical things that even an abstract concept like the internet or computers are indelibly tied to. They're indelibly tied to the land and what it can offer them. And if it can't sustain that, say goodbye to your tech feudalism. That is not sustainable and it's not going to work.